गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं सत्यसायिनम् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Offering our collective love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Shri 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 Satya Sai Baba Varu. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hari Om, Shalom, Salam, Sai Ram, Namaste. Let us all be together, be nourished together, work together with great vigor, illumining our intellects with our studies, creating no conflicts amongst us. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. We are studying the Aruna Prashna, but today, before we get into the class, I want to share with you this incredible thing that Bhagavan's centennial is coming up. And I want to share with you all and inspire you all, invoke you all, provoke you all, request you all, beg you all to be part of what is going to happen in this cosmos for the next year. Is not an ordinary thing. Next Saturday, exactly 1 week from now, is the star centennial birthday of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. November 23rd is his date of birth. That's Gregorian calendar. But Swami's actual birth happened on Akshaya Nama Samvatsara, Kartika Somavara, Ardra Nakshatra, Brahmi Muhurta. Akshaya Nama Samvatsaram. Akshaya means that which does not decay. No kshaya, no decay. See how God chooses to descend. Even the name of the year represents Parabrahman. The name of the year in which he is born is Parabrahma Samvatsaram, Akshayam. Akshara, Akshaya means that which never decays, that which never comes, that which never goes. God never came, God never went. Just now, when we did the Laksha Saishwara Japa, I was explaining about this incredible thing about the avatar. I won't repeat all of that because some of you already heard it. Akshayanama Samvatsaram. So centennial birthday of Bhagavan is next Saturday. How did God will that on that day, 24 hours of Akhand Bhajan will be done throughout the world, that the entire world celebrates his Tithi birthday, star birthday, with for 24 hours of singing his name. Many people do not even know that November 8th, Kartika Bahula Chaturthi Ardra Nakshatram is his centennial star birthday. Only the divine will allows us to be totally present to him day in and day out. And this, on this day, which is Kartika Shuddha Ekadashi, today is Kartika Shuddha Ekadashi. On this day, we have started Laksha Saishwara Navarna Mahamantra Japam, and that is going to continue throughout the year. And my humble request is for all of you to join this incredible sadhana that is once in a million opportunity. In scriptures, there is this beautiful revelation about what is called Purascharana Japa. Purascharana means Puraha Charana. Those are the words. Charana means feet. Purascharana means entering into the feet. Sense of it. When you enter into someone's feet, what will you do? When you enter into someone's feet, leaving yourself and enter their feet, what will you do? You will start walking their path. So therefore, when you do this thing called Purascharana means if a mantra is there, and for every syllable of the mantra, multiply that by 1 lakh or 100,000, you do the total mantra japa for that many number of times, you unlock yourself from your mind and you enter into their feet. And now the mantra walks through you, or you walk the mantra. You will begin walking the mantra. That is what is called Siddhi. Don't think that Siddhi and all this stuff is associated with some powers and all that stuff. That is all lower level of spirituality. Honestly speaking, all these Siddhis that come to you naturally, you should not even pay attention to them. You should keep telling the mantra. I want you to walk through me. I want you to walk through me. That is what, when this body is saying mantra will chant you, means that the mantra will start walking through you. Imagine if Rudram is walking through you. Rudram is walking through you. So Purascharana, Om Shri Sa I Shwa Ra Ya Na Maha. How many syllables are there? Om Shri Sa I Shwa Ra Ya Na Maha. 9 syllables. Multiply 100,000, 900,000. if one is able to complete that, Saishwara will start walking through you. Means what? You become same as I, SAI. You wouldn't even have to worry about whether you become it or not. You will be that. That is what is called Purascharana, which results in Siddhi. So after completing this Laksha Saishwara Navarna Mahamantra Japa, I want to request you all to join this sadhana beginning from today, if you can, all the way through the next year. So to do that, it's very simple. Go to saiatirudram.org. Very simple. Then, if you want to learn more about this, you can click learn what and why. I'm not going to explain all of that today, but more importantly, it's very simple.
Uncle, sorry,
Just
the
click.
screen is black.
Black.
The screen is black. Okay. Is it showing now?
Now white.
Okay. Should be showing up now.
Yeah. Yes.
So what all you have to do is when you click this thing, it will take you to an app. Just enter your email. I already entered my email. So it popped up. How many chants I did today already of the mantra. Today this body completed 1000. Okay, chants today is 1266. My goal for today is another 1339. You don't have to log in your account and all of that stuff. No need to do all of that stuff. Number of days remaining. What is my daily average target is 2317. And so it is showing me how many I need to chant to complete the 900,000. No need for a password. No need for anything. And you can also go in here. It will tell you your profile. Oh, info@vedastudy.net. Okay. Oh, I thought it was showing my S. Buddhapalli. Okay, anyway. Okay, Veda Study is doing the chants now. Okay, so it will tell you that, but if you go back to your tracker, on the tracker, if you click on this link, it will give you the preamble, nyasa and everything for the mantra. And when you click on this mantra main chant, it will start playing Om Sri Sai Shravaya Namaha, Om Sri Sai Shravaya Namaha. You have to just chant along with that, and it will keep counting. It will keep counting. And I click now here. Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. 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 Pause. And when I finish, I close with post chant, which is Digvimokaha. That's it. If you want to learn them yourself, click on this view document. It will give you this same script in Russian, English, Tamil, Devanagari, Kannada, Telugu. That's it. Join this. Not only join, share this with every Sai friend you know or every friend you know. They don't have to know Vedas to chant Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. They don't need to do any complex sadhana for it. Nothing is required. Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Let us be inspired. And this sadhana is actually also for another purpose, so that we will be all blessed to be in Puttaparthi, Puttaparthi. Puttaparthi and be at his lotus feet. All of you who are going to join this sadhana and are able to chant Rudram, just stay tuned. Swami will truly open the gate of what is Om Shri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha mean as a physical, visual experience in Puttaparthi. That is the prayer. All of us joining that sankalpa, to be in Puttaparthi at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. And as I always tell you all, the word Puttaparthi in itself has a spiritual significant meaning. Most of the Westerners say, I went to Puttaparthi. Puttaparthi. Put apart I is what will happen with Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe, Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. And then what will happen is, once you put apart I, your heart will become the abode of supreme peace, also known as Prashanti Nilayam. Then you will experience SAI, same as I, so am I. And then what will result is being, awareness, bliss, absolute. BA. By realizing same as I, so hum, one automatically experiences Satchit Ananda automatically, absolutely, immediately. Stay tuned for the next mantra, short term, Triambaka Yajamahe, and what that mantra means during this Kartika Masam. Om Sri Sai Ram. All of this is not being done for the sake of any name, any fame, any numbers, any of that stuff. Nothing to do with that. Swami has his own plan, and we are simply players in that plan. Ishvara is the operating system. Sai is the Parabrahma Swarupam. Sai Ishvara means a combination of this Parabrahma with his Yoga Shakti or Maya Shakti in order to control the entire control or operate through every being in this universe. If you understand all of that, then this form that we have will become something, a gateway as an entrance into this incredible Gayatri mantra of Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Lot of people do not even comprehend what is the power of that just 9-letter, 9-syllable mantra. Lot of us don't even know what Ishvara means. That which is the operating system for the universe is the Ishvara. And many cell phone devices, there can be zillion, gazillion iPhones, but there is only one operating system, iOS. I am is the operating system. And this is real intelligence. The rest of it that we go after is artificial. When you combine this artificial intelligence with and put S in front of it, AI becomes SAI. That is the essence of what I want to share today. Now we will jump into the Aruna Prashna. Om Sahasravridiyam Bhumihi Param Vyoma Sahasravrit Ashvina Bhujuna Satya Vishvasya Jagataspati Jaya Bhumih Patir Vyoma Mithunanta Aturyathu Putra Pitro Brahspati Rudraha Sarama iti Stri Pumam Shukram Va Manyadyajatam Va Many Shukram Va Manyadyajatam Va Manyate Vishurupe Ahani Jauriva Vishwahi Maya Avathaswadhavantau Bhadrava Ampushana Bhadrava Ampushana Viharatirastu Vasa Atyau Chitrau Jagato Nidhanau Java Bhumi Charatha Sagum Sakhayau Tavashvina Rasabha Ashwa Havam Me Shubhaspati Shubhaspati Agata Gum Suryaya Saha Yugroha Bhujumashvinod Meghe Rayinakaschinmamruvam Avaha Tamuhathurnau Atman Vadibhi Antariksha Kshaprudbhirapodakabhihim. Om Sri Sai Ram. So last week we discussed the meaning of the mantra about this Ashwini Devatas holding these ships in the sea of sky and filled with water, and yet not releasing the water, similar to a miser who holds back all his wealth, doesn't give it away, even though death is approaching him. Immediately that triggers the thought, hey, these Ashwini Devatas are such selfish guys. And what is described is the state of the person who is suffering in a severe summer from the heat. And the moment these clouds come during the summer time, there is so much of hope that it will shower this rain and it will cool everything down. But suddenly what happens in this hot summer? These clouds go away. They don't even send a single drop of water. And the person who is experiencing this yearning is saying, oh, come on. You are like a miserly fellow. You haven't released your water upon me or grace upon me. You understand? This is so much our state of affair. When things go very well, we don't even think who is showering all this grace. It's all my greatness. I am a great scientist. I am a great engineer. I am a great this. I am a great that. All of these awards, these accolades, all the stuff that is coming to me. Look at me. Have you ever thought, oh my God, this is all the grace of God that is showering upon me? When I need something, He gives it immediately. That is grace, blessing. And when I need something, He does not give it to me. That is grace. Some problem came to me, sickness came to me. Grace. Something happened to my dearest one. What do you have to say? Grace. Ammani daya. Ammani daya. Anu samsmaraname imma makadi mahita mantramagu. Ammani daya. Mother, it is your grace. This is a Mahamantra. Mahamantra. And so this mantra is pointing out to, hey, there is a reason why it is held back. It is His grace that it is held back. And the moment you think like that, in fact, what you will have is this yearning. When will that grace come again? In fact, you will have faith, Shraddha. Shraddha. This Shraddha is a very beautiful word. There is no translation of that in English. Shraddha does not mean faith. Faith is a very toned down meaning of what actually Shraddha means. We are all thinking, I have faith, therefore I have Shraddha. These two Maha Mantras of Shirdi Sai Natha, Shraddha and Saburi, these are the two he taught. Why did he teach Shraddha and Saburi? And he also taught another Maha Mantra, Sabka Malik Ek Hai. These are Maha Mantras. Love all, serve all is a Maha Mantra. We are all thinking mantra means that you chant sitting somewhere and then it has to have some complex syllables and nobody else can pronounce it. And then you go to your guru and the guru will bless you uniquely to give you a mantra and then you give him a whole bunch of cash to build his ashram and do the rest of the nonsense. This is all not even spiritual. This is humbug, total Maya. Don't run from one guru to another guru because you have a problem. You already came to the feet of Sadguru Sainatha. Who else you want to run to? The ocean of compassion. What all you need is two things, he said. He promised you step on the first step of my tomb. I will guarantee you I will take care of it. You don't have faith. You don't have Shraddha. Another guru comes, chhod do, sab chhod do. And that guru will give you something and then say everything will be fine. You feel very happy. Oh, somebody told me, Arey da, you have forgotten that there is access to this Saishwara right here, right here, right here. Therefore, holding on to the feet of that Satya, the root of Shraddha is Sat. So if you actually hold on to that Sat, the truth, Satya, hold on to Satya, no one else. No other guru is required. And then what he will do, then you think you need to be showered immediately his grace. No? He has to tell you, hey chota beta, take this mantra. and then you chant this mantra, then you will be redeemed. Even the great soul like Professor Kasturi fell into this Maya. He went to Bhagavan. He asked Bhagavan, Swami, can you please give me a mantra diksha? And then Swami was amused. He laughed. He smiled. And then he said, oh, mantra diksha. Like all the other gurus give you mantra diksha. You want mantra diksha? Yes, Swami. What will you do? What will you do with the mantra diksha? Oh, Swami, when I chant the mantra diksha, when I get the mantra diksha and I chant the mantra, then I will come very close to God. You know what Bhagavan did immediately? He went and sat in his lap. And he said, closer than this? Can you get closer than this? Swami said, hey, God is right here. You are talking to him. You are doing all his work. You are doing all these Vahini's translation. You are printing Sanatana Sarthi day in and day out, 24/7, 365. You have access to this God. Why do you want a mantra diksha? You are with God. You are in God. That is what you will get. That access is what you get when your mind is completely tuned into him and holding on to him. That is what is called Shraddha. Holding on to the truth. Holding on to the truth. And to hold on to the truth, you require saburi, with patience. You have to hold on to the truth. And when you hold on to the truth with patience, Meedhushtama, Meedhushtama yatavyase, Meedhushe. Meedhushtama means the one who pours grace, pours like a fire hydrant. It will open up. The sky will open up. We're talking about clouds filled with water, no rain, all of that stuff right now. It will drop like a fire hydrant. How it will drop like that is the next mantra. Say, how many times I told you guys, if you don't listen to this executive summary, you will not understand the rest of the mantra. This is executive summary. Most of you are thinking, oh, Shekharji has diverted. Somewhere he is going, talking something. Total presence only. This divine Bhagavan will not go, let it go anywhere. It is stuck in that awareness, arrested in that awareness. And when you are arrested in that awareness, every word, every sentence, every thought, every action, every instinct will be grounded in that awareness. Shivena vachasa tva girisha acha vadamasi. Shivena vachasa. The word is filled with purity. Shivena vachasa girisha acha vadamasi. Girisha, girisha. Two different words are there. Girisha means the one who is awareness. Girisha, the one who controls awareness. Giri does not mean a mountain. Giri means prajnanam. That is the alternate word for Giri. Prajnanam, constant integrated awareness, is what is called Giri. Gara giraha. Nainam garohinasti. Devascha mahadevah. Rashmayascha deva gara giraha. That is the gira, Giri. Giri, ja, does not mean born to a mountain. Giri, ja, means that which is born out of total integrated awareness. Now you see, This is the sadhana, brothers and sisters. This is the sadhana. If you are only stuck with Girija as the word related to this mountain's daughter, you stopped at the mountain. You have not gone beyond the mountain. Open the door, you will see. You will see the beauty. You will see the sun shining. You will see the incredible brilliance associated with every single word and the syllable, carrying this profound wisdom of taking you deeper and deeper into that mantra. Okay, let's now bring up the mantra. The next mantra is Tisraha.
Tisraha
Shapastrirahati
Kshapastrirahati
Vrajadbhihi
Vrajadbhihi
Nasatya
Nasatya
Bhujjum
Bhujyum
Uhatuh Patangaihe
Uhathuf Patangaihi
Samudrasya Dhanvan
Samudrasya Dhanvan
Ardrasya Pare
Ardrasya Pare
Tribhirathai
Tribhirat
Tribhirathais
Tribhirathais
Shatapadbhis
Shatapadbhish
Shatapadbhishadashvai
Shatapadbhishadashvaihi
Shatapadbhishadashvai
Shatapadbhishadashvaihi
Tisraha Shapastrirahati Vrajabhihi
Om
Om Tisraha Shapastrirahati Vrajabhihi
Om Tisraha Kshapastrirahati Vrajadbhihi Vrajadbhihi Tisraha Kshapastrirahati Vrajadbhihi.
One more time.
Tisraha Kshapastrirahati Vrajadbhihi
Tisraha complete stop.
Tisraha Kshapastrirahati Vrajadbhihi
One more time.
Tisraha Kshapastrirahati Vrajadbhihi
Nasatya Bhujyumuhathuf Patangaihi
Nasatya Bhujyumuhathuf Patangaihi Nasatya Bhujyumuhathuf Patangaihi
Tisraha Shapastirahati Vrajadbhihi Nasatya Bhujyumuhathuf Patangaihi
ॐ तिस्रः क्षपस्त्रिरहातिव्रजद्भिः नासत्या भुज्युमुहथुः पतङ्गैः
Samo, okay. Samudrasya dhanvanardrasya pare
समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे
समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे
समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे
Very good. One more time.
समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे
त्रिभिरथै ईशतपद्भे षडश्वैः
त्रिभिरथैशतपद्भिषडश्वैः त्रिभिरथैशतपद्भिषडश्वैः
You have to do tapasya. Rain won't come like that. Rain won't shower like that. Now you see how much effort is required for this mantras. Tesraha kshapastrirahate vrajadbhihi nasatya bhujumuhathu patangaihi समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे त्रिभिरथै ईशतपद्भे षडश्वैः
ॐ तिस्रः क्षपस्त्रिरहातिव्रजद्भिः नासत्या भुज्युमुहथुः पतङ्गैः समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे त्रिभिरथैशतपद्भिषडश्वैः
Yeah. One more time.
तिस्रः क्षपस्त्रिरहातिव्रजद्भिः नासत्या भुज्युमुहथुः पतङ्गैः समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे त्रिभिरथैशतपद्भिषडश्वैः
Yeah, poor fellow is having severe allergy, huh? Okay.
Yeah, congested.
Yeah. Okay. Very difficult to chant when you have that heavy head. Tisraha, kshapaha, triraha, ativrajadbhihi, nasatya, bhujjum, uhathuhu, patangaihe, samudrasya, dhanvan, ardrasya, pare, त्रिभिः रथैः Shatapadbhihi Shadashvaihi. Those are the words in that 4 lines. Na Satya. Who is Na Satya?
Ashwina.
One of the Ashvinas. Yes, one of the Ashwini Devatas. His name is Na Satya. So, this mantra is getting addressed to him. Uhatuhu means you bear the responsibility. You are the one that is bearing the responsibility of Bhujum. I already explained this Bhujju before. Bhuju means sustenance. Bhuja means experience. Bhojana means that what you do to get the experience. So the root of Bhojana is actually this Bhuju, and that is Bhujum means for sustenance. Ardrasya, out of infinite compassion. See now, I'm building the syntax. So first one is Na Satya, that is who you are addressing him. Uhatuhu, you take the responsibility of Bhujum, sustenance. Ardrasya, with infinite compassion, you take this responsibility. Tisraha Shapaha. Tisraha Shapaha. 3 nights. Triraha. Trihi aha. Aha means day. Triraha means 3 days. 3 days, 3 nights. Ativrajadbhihi. Traveling with extremely high speed. Patangai, like the birds in the sky. Tribhihi rathaihi, in 3 types of chariots. Shatapadbhihi, hundreds of feet on the earth. Shadashvaihi, with 6 types of horses. Dhanvan, arid lands. Dhanva means all those barren lands. Pare, which are far away. Samudrasya, from the oceans. Hey, this totally, what time is it now? 10 minutes. Okay. So what is this mantra saying? It's saying a lot of things. There is so much of symbolism in this. But when you read and understand the mantra at the superficial level, it doesn't make any sense at all. Because all of this is, like I was telling the other day, like kwans, the Zen kwans. Mantra is not given to people just like that. The mantra is chanted and then the guru will just say a few words, and then it's up to the student how to actually go connect and go deep and make sense out of it. Otherwise, what will happen? Just like most of the people that join these Arunam classes, a few are only sustaining. The other guys, what they'll do? Oh my God, this is too much for me, I can't understand all this stuff. And then on the top of it, he wants us to come for practice session. And on the top of it, all these sadhanas is way too much for me. I am done. I will run away. And that's exactly what lack of Shraddha is. You have not held on to something with steadfastness. And when you hold on to that with steadfastness and be patient in looking at the mantra, then you will have the infinite grace of beautiful shower from the divine within. So the mantra is an it is an amazing poetic description of a monsoon rain that drenches the arid zones of land which are far away from the oceans. Arid lands are far away from the oceans. So therefore, when you are far away from the ocean, there is no rainfall, because the clouds will not sustain to go that far and to shower all that rain. Then what will happen? By the time these clouds actually, they have to get to this place for sustenance of those beings in the arid zones. So the mantra is describing, oh Ashwins, you bear this incredible responsibility of sustaining these arid lands with so much compassion. So for 3 nights and 3 days, you are traveling in the sky like birds in that sky, and you are using 3 different types of chariots, and these chariots have hundreds of feet and 6 horses, and this is how you are showering your grace upon this arid lands. Samudrasya dhanvan ardrasya pare. Samudrasya pare dhanvan, far away from the oceans, the arid lands. Here you see the word dhanvan doesn't mean bow. Here dhanvan means arid land. So what is this mantra really pointing out is that they're talking about speed here. They're talking about, now with this, the beautiful picture is painted now. There is this ocean, and far away from this ocean, there is this arid lands. And now these clouds are forming on the top of the ocean, because it's very easy for clouds to come together and get filled with water on the top of an ocean. That's the reason why it rains instantaneously without any this thing at the shore of the oceans. And poor thing, thinking about this, brothers and sisters in Jamaica that got battered with this Hurricane 5. And if all the water only drops there, then what will happen to the rest of the beings that are all there in Phoenix, around here? Just kidding. They only get sandstorms, not the real storms. So it's the compassion of this Lord that these clouds that are filled now with this water, they have to travel far along for 3 days, 3 nights, flying like birds in the sky, but with feet on the ground. And Shadashwai, 6 horses. This is all imagery. What are the 3 chariots? What are the 6 horses? What are the hundreds of feet? What does that all mean? So this rain that is falling in that desert, you should experience that to really understand. Incredible lightning will be there, and it has to come together. And then it's like literally like fireworks in the sky. And then when that fireworks are happening, and it's like opening a fire hydrant is opened. And when that fire hydrant is opened, what will happen? Can you imagine fire hydrant? Just like when you are in a shower and the water is falling on each what we call hole through which the water is coming down. It is a stream of water. And imagine that stream of water coming from the sky is coming constantly. When a cloud burst happens, that's what happens. And we experienced this in Badrinath when we did the yajna. For 3 days and 3 nights, it rained. Tribhi Tisraha Shapas Tirahati stiraha ativrajadbhihi. When cloud burst happens, what you actually see is that there is a continuity of water. You will experience this. It's like water has connected the sky and the earth like a water channel. That is how it looks. Tisraha kshapaha triraha ativrajadbhihi. Extreme. And then each water drop, each water channel looks like the feet that have connected the earth and the sky. And when they got there, what is this? Three rathas are the chariots. There are three different loads of water they carry. One is a heavy water load, a medium water load, and a low water load. Those are the three chariots. In the desert, it can have very low rain, or it can have medium rain, and it can also have a drench of rain. And these three types of clouds with water, after unloading, they remain as 6 horses. What that is, I will come to in the next. 1 more minute left. So this complete clarity is now given on why they have to hold back the rain in the previous mantra. Hello, if you are at a seashore and you have humidity, forbidden place called Chennai, where the temperature is 48, 49 degrees, with humidity, it feels like 53, 54, and you see a cloud on the top, and then that cloud, it disappears. Oh, of course, you're saying, what in the nonsense is God doing to me? How come he's not showering? Because these loads of water are being carried to the places that are requiring some water to sustain through the rest of the year. The beings that are in the desert. That is what is called holding back. God holds back his grace to shower that grace upon, and to shower that grace upon the most needy. He will take the extra walk, and he will take his grace at a speed and download this grace upon them where it is needed, so much so that it connects them directly to the divine up above instantaneously. And now if you are in a desert and it has been hot 360 days or 350 days, and suddenly a cloud comes and started raining, what will it do to the person that is experiencing that? This is also, there is a mythological context to that. I have to bring up mythology because of my dear friend Sharma Palapurti. Otherwise, he'll be very unhappy. How come he's not telling any Puranas? Don't open mic, sir. I'll give you a chance later. Bhujju was a sage. The name of the Bhujju is a sage. And he is mentioned in Rigveda. And in the Ashwini Suktams in Rigveda, there is a mention of this sage. And he is said to have been stranded in the sea, very distant from the land and in a grave danger. And then he invoked this sage now invoked this Ashwini Devatas, whose ship was going to wreck and he was going to lose his life. The Ashwins, the divine twins, went and rescued this Bhujju in a three-wheeled chariot. That is the mythological context. Then they carried him back to safety, flying over that ocean at a miraculous speed, and therefore they had to travel over three seas or the threefold space which is associated with the Bhumi, Antariksha, Dyauh. Those are the three that are represented there, the three-wheeled chariot that they had to rescue him back upon. This becomes the theme of these mantras, where everything is connected to that mythological story. But I did not give you that mythological story at all, because again, mythology is just a doorstep. It helps you only to get to the doorstep. It does not show you what is beyond that. The words that are being used are symbolic. The symbolic here means Bhujju, means the one who is deprived and distressed with lack of the grace of God, or yearning for the grace of God, yearning for the experience of the grace of God. That Ashwins represent that divine grace, and the aid is really about how far God will go to come to your rescue and dump his grace on you and save you, your life or whatever it is, in any situation. And when you invoke that grace, he will say, for the rest of the people who are already sitting in Varanda and Puttaparthi, you guys can wait. I want to go outside and give darshan. So God comes to the rescue of the people who need attention and who are yearning for his attention. So if you get an interview, don't feel very happy. You have to also ask a question. Oh my God, there may be an emergency situation associated with me. So when a doctor comes on a visit to the hospital, what will he do? He will not go to all the healthy people. Will he go to the healthy people when a doctor goes on rounds? The first thing he will do is go to the most sick people. Then give them attention. Then he will go. Then the people with fever and all, he'll just spend 1 minute. Okay, you have fever? Take Tylenol. Go home. You have heart problem. Okay, I'll take care of it. That would require more attention. Samudrasya dhanvan ardrasya pare. With infinite compassion, he goes and showers this grace on those that are far away from the ocean or far in the ocean and where their ship is wrecking. That is the meaning of that 4 lines. Most incredible poetic description. So this Tisraha Shapaha Triraha, Trirathai, Shadashvai, Shatapadbhi. All these numbers are there now. Have you counted? Have you looked at the numbers now? What are those numbers to do with this? Tisraha Kshapaha, 3 nights. Triraha, 3 days. Shadashvai, 6 horses. Shatapadbhihi, hundreds of feet. You take one step towards me, I will take 100 towards you. Shatapadbhihi. Shadashvaihi, I will ride upon your 6 vices. Don't tell me what those are in Sanskritam. If you can tell them as fluently you can tell in Sanskritam in English, then I will appreciate that you actually know what they are. If you don't know, ignorance is bliss. Who wants to volunteer to tell the 6 in English? Same speed as Sanskritam. A. Are you all awake? Are you all awake?
Yeah.
I'm telling again, if you tell in Sanskritam, you don't know what they are. If you tell in English, you know what they are. And you have to tell them the same speed as what you tell in Sanskritam in English. Sharma garu, go for it. 100% he will not be able to do that. Because you are programmed with the names. You actually do not have attention to those. You are programmed to say, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. That's it. Tell with the same speed in English. అరే అందరు నిద్రపోతున్నారా? No volunteer.
Desire, anger, lust.
No, you have to sell the same speed.
Same speed. Desire, anger, arrogance, greed, jealousy, lust. That's what I
That is completely wrong. Completely wrong. Okay. No volunteer. Okay, anyway. Shadashvai. Those are the 6 on which they will ride. And the 3 nights and the 3 days are associated with transcending the body, the senses, and the mind, and the identification with those associated with the tamas, rajas, sattva, slumber, passionate, and balanced. Those are the 3 days, 3 nights. The nights are associated with the body, the senses, and the mind. The days are associated with the 3 gunas, transcending them, going beyond them, even going beyond them. When you truly yearn for the grace of God, you take one step, which is to pray, and he will take 100 to come down. Shatapadbhihi, Shadashvaihi. Then he will eliminate all the 6 that are causing the barrier for you to be with him, and then grace will shower upon you like rain in a whether you are in far away in an ocean or in a arid land. Now you chant the mantra. Now you chant the mantra and see how you will experience the mantra. When you're learning the mantra, it is like Greek and Latin. Chant the mantra, Tambi, Ada, Shama. Om.
Om. Tisraha क्षपस्त्रिरहातिव्रजद्भिः
Okay, tisraha, complete stop. Tisraha. Now then you have to chant, not tisraha kshapa. When you say like that, it is not complete stop, right? So visarga before the ksha is complete stop. Like we say, mahadbhyaha kshullakebhyascha vo. Like that you have to chant. Not mahadbhyak kshullakebhyascha vo. Then there is no pause. Mahadbhyaha Namaha Kshatrubhyas Sangrahitrubyascha vo. Like that. Not Namaha Kshatrubhyas. Namaha. Like. Tisraha.
ॐ तिस्रः क्षपस्त्रिरहातिव्रजद्भिः नासत्या भुज्युमुहथुः पतङ्गैः समुद्रस्य धन्वन्नार्द्रस्य पारे त्रिभिरथैः शतपद्भिः षडश्वैः.
Good. You invoked more because you chanted one half note higher than the F. That's okay. More yearning. Now you pay attention to the incredible swara pattern here also. Samudrasya dhanvanardrasya pare. See how beautiful it is constructed just for the meaning of the mantra. Samudrasya, you are deep in this distress. Samudrasya dhanvanardrasya pare. Ardrasya. Ardra. Ardra is the nakshatra, not ordinary nakshatra. Ardra means compassion. And then that compassion comes from deep within the heart. Dhanvanardrasya pare. Tribhirathai ishata. Tribhirathai shatapadbhe shadashvaihe. Amazing what we can say, the grace of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba in being with us, listening to our yearning and immediately manifesting. And when he is not immediately manifesting, take as a grace. Why I said take it as a grace, then you know God is busy taking care of people far away. I am okay. I don't have a big problem. Maybe there are other people that have bigger problems. Let him take care of them. I will wait. I can wait. I will have to wait. And that waiting is called saburi. Saburi. But holding on to him. Yes, he will come. Yes, he will protect me. Yes, he will take care of me. That is what is called Shraddha. Shraddha, Saburi. That is the essence of spiritual sadhana. Jai Sai Ram. Let's chant. Om Yadaksharapadabrashtam Matrahinantu Yadbhavet Tat Sarvan Shamyatam Deva Narayana Namostute Visargabindu Matrani Padapadaksharaणि Cha Nyunani Chatiriktāni Kshamasva Saishvara Aparadha Sahasrani Kriyante Harnisham Maya Dasoyamiti Mam Matva Ksham Masvasayishvara Anyatha Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Mama Tasmat Karunya Bhavena Raksha Raksha Sayishvara Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Sai Ishwararpanamastu. Are there any questions, comments? Sharma garu, open the mic. Question there?
I am trying to still understand, sir, this because it is little complex for me. That's why before I put the question, let me understand what it is.
The
Okay.
question is, what is complex?
Well, I am trying to correlate about what exactly the total meaning this is conveying. It's not clear to me yet, actually, this particular this one mantra, which so far which was said, it's not clear to me, to be very frank.
I
I
have
have to
totally
comprehend
failed
myself. I
today.
have to comprehend myself before I ask questions.
I have totally failed today. No, because I thought I explained almost every word of it, and also the syntax associated with it, and the symbolism associated with it. Maybe it was too fast.
Then it's not
No,
too
no,
fast.
no, I'm not trying to see. A pravachanam is something when only one guy is talking and the rest of them are pretending to listen.
Well,
They're all pretending to listen. That's a pravachanam. That's called pravachanam, means a very beautiful explanation. Very beautiful explanation. Nobody really understood what the guy is saying. They don't even understand what is the life principle application. But the Pandit is so great that he can bring all the textual references, Sanskrit slokas, padyas, Telugu padyas, that padyas, this padyas, dump it on everybody. And then they're all saying, wow, what a discourse. But
in this case,
no, one
this-
second. Chappan, ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగండి.
yeah,
So,
sure.
so this is not such a pravachanam, because this person who is talking is not a Pandit. The person who is talking is more ordinary than ordinary, doesn't know anything at all. Not Sanskritam, no Kavyas, no Shastras, no scriptures, nothing like that. There was no guru under which all those were studied. Not that those who study are incorrect or they are low or nothing like that. No judgment. That is the reality of the situation with this body and the mind. So how can there be a discourse? It's a sadhana together. It's a collective effort. We try to see it together. And when you don't see it together, and when you don't experience it together, then what that means is the front shloka the mantra that we chant, Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryanga, all that is meaningless. May we be together. May we all be nourished together. May we all be work together. May our intellects be illumined. May we not conflict with each other. All that mantra, what's the point of that mantra? It's futile. That's the reason why that mantra is invoked. This is a saha patha. It is a togetherness in this. Okay, I'll leave it there. Did anybody understand the essence of this mantra, what I was saying? Is there anybody else like Sharma garu who is feeling it very complex to understand?
No. I sorry, sir. I just followed your mantra, but I have not yet assimilated. That's what I just wanted to say. Whatever.
I understand. But I'm only asking, have you understood it?
No, I have not understood the full, what you call the comprehension of this. I did not get it.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say. And I would try to put my own, because whatever you have given it is, I have written down also certain points here. Let me just comprehend it and then see how to correlate it. This is the point I just wanted to try.
Okay, no problem.
But whatever efforts you have put in, I am grateful to you. And another thing is, you are so humble in saying that I do not know much. You are versatile genius, sir. In front of us, like, you know.
No. That doesn't belong to
are,
this. All compliments go to Saishwara.
Whatever it is there, but you are. I already told you that you are a man of magno-eloquent magnitude, and whenever we hear you, we get magnetized. That's why we are attending your classes.
Sairam, and hopefully not getting electrocuted.
No, definitely. As Cardinal Newman defines gentleman, you are having all qualities of full gentleman, and kindness, courtesy, clarity, brevity, all the four yogs.
Sairam, lot of teas. And now I need a good herbal tea for my voice. Okay. Okay, Sairam. Any questions? Clarifications?
Just a minor question, if I may ask you, Sairam.
Yes, sir. Sairam.
You narrated the mythological side of this mantra, mythological picture of this mantra. Did the mythology come from the mantra? Because mantra is so poetic and it's so, I mean, not only poetic, and it is so deep, and of course the depth of the poetry is I mean, I cannot say anything about it. Nevertheless, now did the mythology come from the mantra?
Yeah. Okay. Very good question, sir.
Right.
So the question is what brother is asking. There is, say, for example, this Krishna. And there are mantras that describe Krishna. Like, for example, in Narayana Upanishad, the last mantra is associated with invoking the name of Krishna. Did Krishna come first and then the mantra came and therefore there is reference to Krishna, or was the mantra is already there and Krishna came later? Therefore, what is the relevance between that mythological or Puranic or historic Krishna who existed in Dwapara Yuga as an individual, but these Vedas are Apaurushaya, they're timeless, they're eternal. Are they related to each other? Am I clarifying your question?
You are absolutely correct. In fact, last time also I had the same thought in my mind. Now, your explanation of Ganapati kind of, so actually Ganapati came from the idea of the Ganapati, which is a mantra here. And from there, the story of Ganapati is beautiful. You can see the parallels, obviously, because it came from the mantra. That's a conclusion that I had in my mind after the discussion. Then you can go through the Krishna or Shiva, everything. It has got a much deeper meaning than the story. And then also goes to this particular one. That's exactly the question. Yes.
Exactly. So the context of that Narayana Upanishad where the Krishna is invoked, I'm trying to get to that exactly the last chant, Samavedam chant in Narayana Upanishad. Brahmanyo Devaki Putro Brahmanyo Madhusudanom. Brahmanyo Devaki Putro Brahmanyo Madhusudanam. All those things are related, interpretable to mythology of Krishna. But this is Upanishad, which is from Vedas, and Vedas are eternal, they're timeless, they're Apaurushaya. Why are we invoking this Krishna in the middle of this Narayana Upanishad in Samaveda, which is nothing to do with that Krishna, no? Because their time aspect of it is Vedas are timeless, and here is Dwapara Yuga where Krishna is born to Devaki, and how are they related? Madhusudana, the one who killed Madhu, all of that stuff. So the answer to that question is, brothers and sisters, indeed that Parabrahman has taken the name and the form and has incarnated as Krishna in Dwapara Yuga. But this description of the mantra is about the Parabrahman, not about the individualized King Krishna. And what you will see in the context of that personified God who is a Nirguna Brahman when he became Saguna, he will also carry with him all the aspects of the properties of him as the Parabrahman. Are you tracking with me? Yeah, are you coming with me? So the Nirguna Parabrahman, that is the beauty of what I was describing today morning in the Saishwara Mantra context of it. That Nirguna Parabrahman is nothing but Satchit Ananda. Satchit Ananda. That Satchit Ananda then comes with a name and a form and a function only for us to be able to relate to that Parabrahman as Nirguna, the formless, as the one who is having a form. So it is not, so is it the same? Answer is yes. Is it the same? Answer is no. Okay? Why is it yes? Because yes, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba is personification of Nirgunam, Niranjanam, Sanatanam, Niketanam, Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Nirmala Swarupinam. Yes, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba is an embodiment of that Nirguna Parabrahman. But that Nirguna Parabrahman has taken the name, has taken the form, has taken the function, and came down as an avatar. And in doing so, he appears to be a human entity, but truly speaking, he is only appearing as a human entity. It is an appearance. It is not, truly speaking, just a body. And that you can apply to every avatar. Every avatar you can apply that principle to. But if you only look at Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba as a miracle man, as a this man, as a that man, as a, doing this, doing service, doing that, you have only limited that Parabrahman to that name, to that form, and to that function. And this beautiful realization or revelation will never let you go, mind go off who you are dealing with in the context of the divine. Now, Brahmanyo, Devaki Putro, Brahmanyo, Madhusudanam. How you apply that to Parabrahman, Nirguna Parabrahman, formless, attributeless Parabrahman, not applied to the Krishna who is born to the Devaki and who killed the demon Madhu. Truly speaking, Madhu was not killed by Krishna. Madhu was killed by Vishnu at the beginning of the Kalpa. That is Devi Mahatmyam, right? Madhu and Kaitaba were killed by Vishnu. That is the first chapter story in Devi Mahatmyam. So symbolically, now when you go into that, this Brahman, Devaki means light. Devaki Putro means the one who is radiating light or the embodiment of light. And that Brahman is Madhu Sudanam, the one who annihilates the mind and the thought that is fleeing from one place to another place. That is the Parabrahman interpretation. This is the Krishna interpretation. Like that, every mantra, the Ganapati aspect of it, is nothing to do with the elephant-headed God. That's what you heard in the shorts, right? In the short. That doesn't mean that Brahman did not come as Ganapati. Yes, Ganapati as the form embodies all those principles. How, just like the ocean, that when it becomes the wave, it carries the same properties of the water. It will be cold, it will be wet, it will be salty. But wave is seen separately as from the ocean, then you are only seeing the form. In fact, when you see it as even bigger, what is called Ishvara, Jiva is the wave, individual is the wave. Then there is Ishvara, which is the ocean. Then there is the Brahman, which is the water. Sir, you understood this?
Absolutely.
Nothing can be explained as simple as this.
Yeah.
Okay? So now when you connect to Brahman, water, it became infinite. Then it is Ishvara. And that infinite Ishvara, the Shakti associated with that ocean, manifests as the wave, which is the Jiva, the individual. So every mantra, now you will listen to the next one, Antrembaka Yajamahe mantra. You will be completely dissolved of what that mantra means in Mahamrityunjaya. What is Mahamrityunjaya mean? What is defeating death mean? Means immortality. How do you become immortal? How do you defeat death? Is it practical for any body to defeat death? Then it's simply a concept. How do you realize that? That is what the Triambakam Yajamage mantra is focusing on. Stay tuned for the next short on Triambakam Yajamage. In 2.5 minutes, not more than that. Mantra explained in 2.5 minutes, not associated. It doesn't mean that, as I'm saying very clearly now, right? I'm not saying that therefore Krishna is Parabrahman. Satyasai is Parabrahman. Ganapati is Parabrahman. But that Parabrahman, which carries the attributes of Sat Chit Ananda, expressed itself as a name and a form and a function. The name and a form and the function is the gross form. And that when you connect to it, you have only connected to the gross aspect of it. And when you go into the attributes of it, then you will begin to understand, oh, these attributes are subtler than what I am seeing as the gross form. Then you go even to the subtlest. Then you will go into the subtlest. And when you go into the subtlest, the subtler of the subtlest of the subtlest, then it has no attributes. That is what is called nirguna. No attributes. Bhagavan Ramakrishna says a very beautiful parable. A salt doll went to the ocean to have a party. Then it experienced this nice cool breeze. And when it experienced this cool breeze, oh man, it feels really cool, like my own body. I can feel my hands are cool. And this breeze that is coming from this ocean is also cool. This is really cool. And then it started experiencing that saltiness that is coming associated with that. I taste this. I taste like salt. And then took a drop of water, put it on the tongue. Oh, this also tastes like salt. Oh, it smells like me. It tastes like me. And it is similar to have. And oh my God, the only difference between me and this is this wetness. I have to now go experience this wetness of this ocean. And the salt doll went inside the ocean to experience the wetness. And then somebody asked, hey doll, where are you? Come back. Tell me, what is wetness like? Come back, tell me what is wetness like. Where is the doll? There is the doll. Doll dissolved. Same thing with us. Same thing with us. That's why SAI stands for same as I. And not the I as how you identified yourself, the I as. You go to Bhagavan and slowly you start experiencing and you start doing service. Then you say, oh man, this service thing is really cool. Feels like that is the right thing to do. It gives me mental peace. Then you start chanting, praying for others. And then you say, oh, this prayers also makes me feel really good. So he's asking me to do something which seemed to be very similar to my own nature. Let me now go experience him. What is this thing called love and compassion? All those things that is Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa. Let me now go taste, let me now go experience them. And you now go take a deep dive into this. Then you have become really same as I, so am I, SSB, Satya Sai Baba. That is the essence of your question, sir. Sorry, I gave a long-winded answer. I hope
Same
that...
same as Satyanarayana. Satyanarayana is the personification of the beautiful idea of Sat, Narayana coming in the form into the humanity. So it's really Satyanarayana is the idea, is the concept, it's personification as you are pointing out again, reminding that Satya
Oh,
Sai
this should
Baba
be
Nara-
this should be the next mantra short. Okay. Narayana.
Yeah.
We will talk about Narayana. Ayana. Let's look at the words in it. Satya, Nara, Ayana.
Yeah.
And you should listen to the Veda Rasa. I did a thing on Narayana Upanishad where I explained the many-fold explanation of the word, meaning of the word Narayana. But how it applies to us.
Mhm.
Ayana means path. Ramayana means Rama's path. Simple, no?
Yes.
Ayana means path. Ramayana means Rama's path. What is a human being's path? Narayana. And what is the human being's path? The human being's path is truly about understanding who you are. And that who you are is the changeless self. That which is changeless is called Satya. So therefore, the path that a human being takes to truly know what is the changeless self within me, and when that embodies as a form, that is Satyanarayana.
Beautiful. Sairam.
Okay, I think we have gone. Oh my God.
Shekhar
8:30.
garu, one small this one. What exactly though you spoke about Ganapati Adharvashi, some part like this one. Basically, Parabrahma Tattvam only you are trying to explain. That's what exactly I am able to understand from this. That is non-duality, Advaita Bhavam, basically. That is one of the things which you are trying to drive in.
That is the only thing to dive in, sir, not the one of the things.
No. The point is,
Everything has to
only-
come to that only. All this other stuff is paraphernalia built around that. Everything is the even Ganapati, the word Gananantva mantra does not even come in Ganapati Atharvashirsha. That mantra is from what is called Brahmana Suktam. Brahmana Suktam. That which explains the Brahman. In that mantra, in that Sukta, the Gananantva mantra comes. Gananantva Ganapati Kumhavame doesn't even come in Ganapati Atharvashirsha.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. But when you
Yeah, so
Mhm.
this is where Shankaracharya has done an incredible job. The same Parabrahman, Ganapatyas, started worship as Ganapati. The same Parabrahman, Saura, Surya Upasana, people started worshipping sun. The same Parabrahman, Shaivites started worshipping as Shiva. The same Parabrahman, Vaishnavites started worshipping as Vishnu. The same Parabrahman, Shakti, Upasaka, Shakteyas started worshipping as Shakti. The same Parabrahman, now you see how it is manifest, six-fold manifest of this Parabrahma Tattvam. Oh, that actually gives a beautiful insight into this mantra. Shadashvai can be interpreted as destroying the six. Shadashvai can also be interpreted as the six manifestations of the Parabrahman. What are called as, then they started fighting with each other in the name of Shanmata, six matas, six minds. And they started fighting with each other. One says Ganapati is the only God. In fact, the Vaishnavites are the most radical of everything. They say that Vishnu is the only God, the rest of them go to hell. And clearly that's what Vaishnavites say. They don't want to even accept the fact that Sri Rama worshipped Linga and established this thing called Rameshwaram. That is how fanatic they are. So they won't even allow anybody else to enter into their. I'm not saying that is right or wrong, but that is the. Then Shankaracharya came and he saw that Sanatana Dharma is broken into six pieces. And then he said, this is not right. Therefore, he came, bring them all together back. And then he started Shanmata Sthapana. He brought all these together into one line of worship of the Nirguna Parabrahman, but can be perceived only limited way as name, form, and function. So that is the greatness of Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya. There is the greatest guru for the world. The one who teaches the world is called Jagadguru. The one who teaches the being and the Sat is called Sadguru. How fortunate we are with Sadguru, and also we acknowledge the Jagat Guru. Jai Sai Ram. Okay, that's pretty much for today. Anything else? Any burning
No, that's all.
questions?
No, there are no questions. Just wanted to understand what exactly finally you said. That was the thing I just meant, because it was also in Bhagavad Gita in 7th chapter. This was more clearly explained about Parabrahma Tattvam and all those things. So that's why I just want to recollect and connect to that. That's all.
Sai
Thank
Ram,
you.
sir. No problem. See, part of my this thing is when you are quiet, I am worried. That's all. No worries.
No, sir. I will definitely try. But see, when I'm honest in telling that I could not really comprehend it, I really mean it, sir. Otherwise,
Okay.
I will definitely ask genuine questions and enlighten myself through you. And that is my motto in joining your classes, sir. And to tell you frankly, I get clarifications for whatever doubts I have. And I am really,
Okay. Sorry, sir. Thank you. What is Sanga's question? Sangha, you have a long question. Or is karma what? Okay. The question is karma to do anything with the delayed grace? Is that the question?
Yes, Shekhaji, because you mentioned that in today's class we discussed that Swami's grace is delayed due because most needed is showering first and then he comes to the less needed. So my question is, but I was thinking that since he is an epitome of grace, our delayed grace is due to our previous karma and whatever we have done in the past. So is that having anything like that, or our karma has nothing to do with our delayed grace?
No, that is beautiful insight actually. That's actually very well put. So what hinders is what is called as that is why it is called durita. Whatever is done that is interrupting for this realization is what is called durita. Very simply put. And the durita is nothing but the seeds that have sprouted from the past karmas. Those are the duritas. And now those duritas have to be first annihilated for the grace to be showered also, or complete realization also. So then what happens? Therefore, in every sankalpa that we do, or puja, whatever it is, what we start with, Mama Upatta Samasta Durita Kshayadvara Sri Parameshwara Muddishya Sri Parameshwara Prityardham. Mama Upatta, those that are associated with this self, all the duritas that are hindering me to receive this grace and to invoke that grace by taking away all my duritas, I am doing this puja. Now you understand what is Samasta Durita Kshayadvara is not to ask more. Durita Kshayadvara, you're doing puja first to the sankalpa starts with, let me be redeemed of all the duritas so that I can experience his grace. Very beautiful insight. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Okay. Om Swastif Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishah Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Samasta Lokah Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokah Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaah Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba Ji ki Jai.